If you are creating individual different pieces of content for every single platform that you're on, stop it right now. You should 1000% be repurposing content. Now, here's the thing. I also have the opinion that repurposed content doesn't do as well on most platforms. So I have like a workaround around this, but also I need to tell you what we do for this. And I also need to give you the lowdown on how to repurpose content to make sure it does work on your platforms, and so on and so forth. Because when I say you should be repurposing content, I do not mean that you should just take your horizontal videos, chop them into vertical, and send them on their way, because that's not what's going to work. Especially if you're just posting those shortened vertical videos on like Instagram and TikTok on the same day they go live on YouTube. That is garbage and won't freaking work. So I want to show you how I repurpose my content without burning out my audience, without burning myself out, so that I'm not creating content on every single platform every single day, and so that I can increase sales, increase leads, increase viewers, all the things. Oh, and this literally takes like 12 seconds. It's so easy. First and foremost, this video is sponsored by Opus Clip, and I'm going to talk more about them in a minute and show their tool in just a minute. But I wanted to go ahead and tell you now that new users who sign up right now, so if you go to heyjessica.com/Opus Clip, I'll also have it in the description. New users who sign up now will get access to their Clip Anything tool for free for a limited time. And their Clip Anything tool is what I'm going to show you that I use to repurpose everything in the snap of a finger. So you're going to want to try it. So heyjessica.com/Opus Clip, and we will talk more about them, and I'll show you more about them in just a minute. Okay, so I have a little vocab lesson for you today, or vocab quiz, however you want to do it. Do you know what the word omnipresent means? / do you utilize the idea of being omnipresent as a creator, as a business owner, whatever? Well, if you're there and you're like, I have no idea what that means, explain it, Jessica, like I'm 5. Basically, being omnipresent is being present everywhere, like being visible and, whatever, everywhere. So in like a non-creator, non-internet way, someone might say that like God or the universe is omnipresent, okay? So everywhere, they are everywhere, okay? And as a creator, as a business owner, as someone who's trying to make money on the internet, you need to be omnipresent, because people are watching and consuming and doing content on all the different platforms all the time. And somebody may not want to watch YouTube, but they love consuming content on TikTok. Or they may not be big TikTok watchers, but they love consuming content on Instagram. My husband's a great example of this. He is like 4,000 years old. Actually, we're the same age, but he basically should be 4,000 years old and will not get on the TikTok train. So he watches Instagram Reels and sends them to me incessantly. And these are all Instagram Reels that were on TikTok like a month ago. And I've already seen them, but that's just the different way that people consume content. And people have different methods of consuming content and different reasons to consume content on different platforms for different things. And so if you're trying to get in front of your ideal audience, like if you're like, I want to talk to moms, I want to talk to business owners, I want to talk to creators, I want to talk to photographers. Yes, putting content on YouTube, putting content on Instagram, TikTok, like wherever you want to put it, is step number 1. But being omnipresent and having that content go on all the platforms can be a really great step towards exposing yourself to a new and bigger audience, because maybe they weren't going to watch you on the original content you were going to do. And if you've been around here for a hot minute, you know that I am not a big fan of like stretching yourself too thin. I don't think that you should like come out of the gate and be like, oh my gosh, I want to be on Instagram, I want to be on TikTok, I want to be on YouTube, I want to do an email marketing newsletter, I want to do whatever. I do not think you should be doing all of that, because we do not have time to do all of that. But with what I'm about to show you, you can do all of that pretty easily, pretty quickly, and pretty effortlessly, so that you can be omnipresent even when you don't have a team yet, even when you're a solopreneur, a solo creator, whatever. And the thing about YouTube specifically, but really all platforms, but YouTube because it's long form, because it's horizontal, it is insane to produce the content that you produce for YouTube, and to put the time into it, and to script it, and to film it, and to edit it, and all the things, to just let it live on YouTube, to not repurpose it. Like, I guarantee in one of your YouTube videos, there are at least 10 to 15 different clips that could be used on other platforms that could go viral on those other platforms. Like, that's huge. Okay, but if you'll remember a second ago, I said that you should absolutely not be like, just, okay, here's my horizontal video, chop out a little part and put it on your social platforms. And the reason for that is multiple fold. Okay, so reason number one why you should not do that, because you're likely not strategically clipping out what is going to do best for that platform. Okay, so you're likely not being like, oh my gosh, this is going on TikTok, I should clip out this part. This is going on Instagram, I should clip out this part. You are likely just clipping out like the intro or a little part of it and trying to tease it towards your long form video, which is not going to work. And two, if you do have people who are seeing your content in different platforms, on different platforms at the same time, and you're publishing at the same time, you are kind of burning them out. And then three, you are really missing opportunities to build out a content calendar to be able to like do the things you need to do and be omnipresent with one video. Like, you're missing the opportunity if you're just kind of clipping something out and going instead of thinking strategically about what parts of the video would be best for these platforms. So when it comes to the way that I think about repurposing content, I am strategically thinking about which pieces of this horizontal YouTube video are going to perform best on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook Reels, like whatever we're looking at. And I am clipping out multiple clips per horizontal video so that we can spread this content out across these other platforms so that it's not just like, oh, here's this video I released today and here's a clip of it on Instagram. It's, you know, an actual piece of content that's useful to the Instagram audience and the Instagram algorithm a week from now. Does it lead to a long form content? Sure, but that's not the point. The point is to appease that algorithm in the moment. And because TikTok has longer videos now and Instagram has longer videos than like YouTube Shorts, you can even do this same strategy if your first piece of content is vertical. You can still clip out the clips that will do the best on the platform and do the things you need to do to make that happen. And if you're like, Jessica, I don't know what clips would do the best on the platform, I totally get that. And you do have to have a little bit of knowledge to be like, okay, I know on TikTok, this type of content does best for me. I know on Instagram, this type of content does best for me. But there's also tools that can help you figure this out too. So let me show you how exactly how I clip all of these videos to make vertical videos from horizontal videos to make sure that we're clipping the exact right pieces of content that are going to do well on the platform. I use a tool called Opus Clip. Like I say, this video is sponsored by Opus Clip, but I truly have used them in the past, do use them. This is actually part of my workflow. And I hope by now that y'all know that I don't promote things that I don't actually use and love. So let's just put that out there. Their regular clipping software, their standard features like automatic captions and their Clip Basic tool are amazing, but they have released this brand new AI-driven tool called Clip Anything that is using breakthrough AI clipping technology so that it is so much better than any other clipping tool out there right now. I love them so much. And like I say, if you go to heyjessica.com/Opus Clip or click the link in the description, you will get to try Clip Anything for free. But this is how I do this, okay? And I fear that I'm about to blow your mind. So just hold on. Okay, so let's say I want to clip one of my recent YouTube videos. First of all, I can upload them, so we can do this before we publish. We can do this after we publish, whatever. Or I can go ahead and upload it or tell it I want to go grab a YouTube video and clip from there. So let's say I want to grab this one and I want to clip this thing. So I'm just going to copy that YouTube link into Opus Clip's Clip Anything tool. Okay. And then I can customize what I want it to do. So if I want it to let AI detect what the best genre for this content is, I can do that, or I can pick that it's lifestyle or sports or entertainment or news or whatever, right? And then I can tell it that I want it to do a specific thing. So like if I wanted to say that I wanted it to clip out anytime that I laughed or anytime I said or anytime I said the word TikTok, I could do that in this prompt right here, like find clips where I say, and that way I'm kind of prompting it to know exactly what I'm wanting to do. This could work really great for like blooper videos, or for like one of those funny TikTok trends right now where they're like, my Gen Z assistant edited this video for me, and it's just the like millennial or boomer guy being like, you could do something like that, okay? You can also tell it like how much of the video you want it to parse. So if I didn't want it to do the whole 13 minutes, I don't have to. And then you can build out templates for the captions. So if I want captions, there are quick presets, but then there's also my templates. So I actually have a template built out in here with the pink and the green from my brand and exactly kind of what I like for these captions to look like. So not only is the software going to go in and parse my content for things that it thinks will do best as short form content, but it is going to specifically select the things that I want it to select with the captions and the branding that I want it to do. So once I do that, I literally just say get clips in one click, and it automatically like sends it off into the AI verse and it starts processing it. Okay. So I already have 2 videos down here that we've done this with. It took my video and it was like, okay, so we see what you're talking about and we think that these clips of it are going to be the best bet, right? And so like this one, unlocking digital products, 3 simple categories explained. So what it did was it took a chunk of my video from 4 minutes to 4 minutes and 42 seconds, 5 minutes and 35 seconds that explains the 3 main categories of digital products and emphasizes that creators have the freedom to choose what they want to create. That's a huge, huge thing that would not be a clip that I clipped if I was just clipping the intro of the video, right? And then here it's clipping out a piece where I'm like, let's go see if digital planners are trendy. And it's like, here's this thing, right? This is a clip that is specific about audio trainings that can be used as digital products. This is one about Facebook groups. This is a specific tip for photographers. This is about market research. This is one about the 3 steps to figure out your ideal digital product. It has went through and said, these are the types of clips that are going to do best in vertical short form content. And I told it that I only wanted like 1 minute long videos or less. That way I can use them on all platforms. But I could have also said, hey, clip out, 5 minutes of this for TikTok or whatever. And then it places it in a video format that the other platforms are going to love. So it is literally clipping out the pieces that work the best. Now, I can take it from here. I can edit it. I can add an AI voiceover. I can add B-roll. I can retitle it. I can go ahead and publish it on social from here, download it, whatever I want to do. And by the way, I told it I wanted vertical content, but if I wanted to take my entire video and just clip out each point that I was talking about, I could go in and tell it that, like, hey, keep it horizontal, but clip out point number 1 into one clip, clip out point number 2 into another clip, point number 3 into another clip, etc. So this just doesn't have to be for just vertical content. I can take horizontal content to horizontal content, and I can even do vertical content to vertical content. So like, it doesn't have to just be vertical. And selfishly, as like a mom of sports kids and like not, this business related, this is going to be so good for me because I can take my kids' sports videos. So there's a lot of times when I'm recording, there's a lot of times when we have a YouTube link to other people's videos, like that they've recorded. And I can say, hey, go parse this video. And anytime you see number 15 with the ball, clip that out. Or make a montage of every time number 15 scores. Or if this kid is in the quarterback position, find me all the clips of that. Because sometimes that's really hard to do, and I want these clips for my kids, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. I can just feed it through Opus Clip and it's so glorious. Now, once I have got all the clips that I want from each video, they go into a bank for us. And then we rotate through these clips on our social media. So if you want to go look on TikTok, some of my older videos are doing this. I took a break from TikTok for a while, so I don't want to say that like currently that's what we're doing. But you can see this plan in action on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my YouTube Shorts, because what we then do is put all of this away and we rotate through it in our content calendar so that we always have content for all the platforms. We're never like struggling for content, which is just so good. One little other point to make, but before I do, if you want to try this out, go to heyjessica.com/opus clip, and I'll put the link in the description below, and try out the Clip Anything tool for free with your new membership. Oh my gosh, it's seriously so good. And I should also say that I found out about Opus Clip at a conference full of other YouTubers, and so many YouTubers were like, yeah, this is exactly what I use. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. And that gave me the confidence to be like, oh my gosh, I need to try this. So I can say with confidence that this is the tool that most YouTubers and most content creators are using to do this type of thing. So the last thing that I kind of want to like put out here when it comes to repurposing your content is that if you are someone who you are creating content solely for the purpose of making money on the internet, right? Like you are creating YouTube videos to build your business. You are creating TikTok videos to build your business. You're creating Instagram videos to build your business. Why are you making it harder on yourself than it needs to be? You absolutely should be creating one core piece of content and then using a tool like this to split it up and make yourself omnipresent across all the platforms. And with a tool like Opus Clip, you don't even have to really know the algorithms and exactly what clip, and you don't have to comb through anything yourself. You can let it decide and be like, hey, what do you think is going to do best here? Clip all that out, and then you have those pieces of content. And hopefully this shows you that it's not hard, like at all, to do this. Like it is quite literally one of the easiest things that we've ever done, and one of the easiest things that we do in our business in general. We just clip out the clips, use them. It's amazing. So again, to finish this off, to try Opus Clip, go to heyjessica.com/Opus Clip and be ready to like have your mind blown and be omnipresent and make your life so much easier as a creator or a business owner, because this will do it. Bye y'all.